Okay, now we're going to go through creating a playbook and executing to configure our VTEP interfaces, our tunnel endpoints. And as you saw in the last exercise, we went ahead and installed the vib files that allow us to configure these VTEPs and to enable those network virtualization features within the hypervisor. And now we have to go ahead and prepare them for use. And so let's look at the task in this playbook. So first we've got to gather the cluster MOID, and we also have to gather the MOID of the target distributed switch. We have to create an IP pool with IP addressing information that will assign to our VTEPs. And then the final task will be the actual configuration on the target cluster. So let's go ahead and let's look inside this playbook down here. We already looked at these gather tasks, so we understand those pretty well right now. We've also created IP address pools. Like for example, when you deployed the cluster, had to create a pool for that. Now for VTEP configuration, we also create a pool that allows NSX Manager to assign additional VTEP interfaces to new ESXi hosts when you spin them up. And then finally, and for this, again, it's the same variables as we had before. We get the name, start and end IP, prefix late, gateway, DNS server. And then for the actual VXLAN prep tasks, we're just telling it the state is present. Again, that item potency principle. We're not telling it install or not install. If it is there, then good, leave it alone. If it's not done yet, then we'll go ahead and prep it, right? And then we give it the cluster MOID and the DBS MOIDs that we gathered from these tasks. And if you're paying close attention, you might look, well, I never gathered an IP pool ID. Where did this come from? Well, that actually automatically gets fed back in to this register keyword that we have. That's part of this create VTEP IP pools. So because we execute the task to create the VTEP pool, it goes and creates it, or at least verifies that it's there. And when it does that, it actually gathers this IP pool ID that we use when we're actually doing the VTEP configuration. So let's go ahead and run the playbook. So let's create, again, if you're not comfortable with VI, you can use gedit or other text editors, whatever you prefer. So let's call this setup VTEP. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and copy this playbook. I usually like to copy it from the bottom to the top. It seems to copy more consistently for me. And I'll click into my SSH window, type the letter I. Notice I see the insert mode change there. Once I'm in insert mode, right click to paste. Looks like we got a clean paste there. And I'm going to type escape. You can see that insert keyword disappeared. We're no longer in insert mode. And now I'll type a colon. Saw that. And I'm going to type WQ for save and quit. Now that we've got that, we'll run our Ansible playbook. Specify our hosts file. And then the setup VTEP. Enter. You can see it running through our quick gather tasks there. That was quick. Creating the IP pool was really quick as well. The VXLAN configuration may take a few seconds. Shouldn't take too long. Let me pause it while that's running. And now we see the task has completed. So looks like everything went well. We saw 4 tasks completed okay. 2 of them resulted in changes, which is exactly what we wanted, right? Because these 2 gather ID tasks, they don't result in change. So just okay. Created our IP pool, did our VXLAN prep, made those changes, and most importantly, 0 unreachable, 0 failed. So we can go over here and see that it looks just like our output in the course materials. So now let's go ahead and we'll verify this information, and we're going to go ahead and look here and see that IP pool first in the GUI, and then we'll check our VXLAN configuration. So I'm going to open my remote desktop, and the first thing we're going to go to networking and security, click on NSX managers, We'll click on the IP address of the NSX manager. We only have one in this case. And then we'll go to manage. And then we'll go to grouping objects. We'll go down to IP pools. And we can see here the VTEP pool that we just, from playbook we just ran is here. All the settings are the same. We've even assigned a couple VXLAN IP addresses for virtual tunnel endpoints. So now that we've done that, let's go back to this main networking and security screen. Go to the installation tab. And we'll go over here to the logical network preparation. And make sure that you have the VXLAN transport tab selected here. We'll go ahead and expand our cluster. And when we see this, we can see that each of our 3 ESXi hosts have a green check mark and they state that they're ready. And another great thing to do is check the IP addressing. If this is ready, if it's been deployed properly, it should have an IP address assigned for each ESXi host from that range. And so we have verified that the pool was created, and we've verified here that the VXLAN was configured. Thank you.